So you can see here in this clip, the actual level is in the isometric standard, right? So it's basically just an isometric cube, and they've changed it with different scenery and different leveling. And so what that means is that the camera, there's no rotation on the camera. Well, there's actual slight up and down rotation when the player is stationary and when he moves towards the camera. So that means that I don't need any rotation inside Godot. And the issue I had, and you can see in the previous videos, is when the person turned, you can just ignore this. The rotation of the actual player is off, but the rotation of the camera is fixed, right? So what that means is when you press down and up, you always go down and up, even though it's on a 45-degree plane. And because the camera is not actually dictating the direction that you're jumping like it is previously, it means it's much easier to do platforming, I think. So in this version, even though it is this isometric map and you're moving up and down non-isometrically, you still feel like you have full control. So I think that's pretty important, and I want to try and see if I can implement this map into this camera into Cotten Tale. So then when I design the levels, I can design this with this sort of concept in mind. But yeah, you can see like this. Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up and show you. If I switch to save everything saved, I'm gonna switch to Cotten Tale. If I play, go to Tavern, and if I go like this, right, I'm gonna go in a complete circle. So if you're trying to do a jump, you basically have to understand where the camera is coming from while you're doing that jump. So when you try and do this jump, right, if I just hold across, I'll actually miss this jump. And if I keep going around in circles, there's going to be a point like here, right, where the camera is just unbearable. But if the camera was fixed, and for example this upper wall didn't exist because of the 45-degree styling, it means that all of these situations would be removed. So that's my current update for today. Also, sneak peek level 2 right at the end. Oh, if my computer's gonna work. Nope. I broke something. Cool. So no sneak peek of level 2. Alright. Let me scenes. So I've just used a bunch of dummy assets for now to fill in what I've written down as the general layout, and that is this area is going to be the opening. We're going to have a couple of enemies and then a key switch. It's heavily influenced by the handheld versions of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, so I want to have that feeling, but see if I can remix on that and make it interesting and new. So we're gonna have but some of the mechanics will be returning, like the little key doors. There's going to be enemies. Again, you can stomp on enemies. You can seen it in previous videos. I've got some heart containers. This is going to be an area for an NPC, and there's going to be multiple levels as well. So basically, go get key item, go up here, and then you can go around, get a different collectible, eventually make it around here, and then you'll be able to lower a platform here to be able to go fight a boss. I timed the previous dungeon, the dungeons in Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, and there is 7 or 8 dungeons in that game, and the ones that I tested were about 5 minutes. The first dungeon is about 5 minutes, and I feel like the second dungeon is maybe about 10-15 minutes. So I'm gonna try and aim for the 10 minutes. So I don't know if I have enough content for this level, but you know, we'll see. And if I need to expand it, I can always add more areas. But I think maybe even for the first dungeon, if I kept it a little bit short, it's not that bad, and then I can focus on the other dungeons. Cool. Thank you for attending my TED Talk.